Hello humans! Today we start with the new season from Silicon Valley.
And we're gonna start with Lidiya Terpel, founder of Skyworker, and Yana Malykh from Zeeon.
Today we discuss being a woman in a CEO role, the challenges of building a tech business, and scale it during the war in Ukraine. I hope you enjoy it! Hola humanos, hoy comenzamos con una nueva temporada desde Silicon Valley.
E iniciamos con Lidiya Terpel de Skyworker y Yana Malykh de Zeeon.
Hoy tratamos el ser mujer en el rol de CEO, las dificultades de crear un negocio de tecnología y cómo escalarlo a nivel global cuando hay una guerra en Ucrania. Espero que lo disfrutes.
Dale play, primera temporada en inglés. I hope you enjoy it.
Juego de Humanos, la historia detrás del personaje.
Hello humans, this is another episode of Juego de Humanos podcast. We are here Juego de Humanos means the human game in Spanish, but I don't translate it because it's like the original one. Now we are still here in Silicon Valley, meeting new people, founders of startups, and I feel so grateful that I have met a lot of people from Ukraine, and as I have today, two beautiful CEOs of startups who are looking and facing different problems to change the world. Then I want to know more about you and how is everything going. Then welcome here. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Cool.
Thank you also.
Can you let us know more and can you introduce yourself?
Sure. So my name is Yana. I work in a startup called Zeeon. Zeeon is the metaverse for business events and business gatherings. We offer upscale, high-end virtual spaces where you can host events that match your brand. That's Zeeon.
All right, cool. What about you?
Hi, my name is Lidiya Terpel. I'm a CEO and co-founder at Skyworker.ai. So from the name, probably you can understand that it's something connected with the work and helping the job seekers to find their new job and helping the companies to find their new talent. So we are like the first AI-trained tech recruiter, or another way to describe what we are doing, it's like tech hiring on autopilot. So we decided to use this time to use the newest technologies into the recruitment field to help the companies to power their recruiter to do the work like as 10 recruiters when one person will be able to handle a lot of work, and we're automating like 80% of their routine in hiring, as searching, as collecting different data about the talents, as the vetting of these talents. So finally companies can focus on making interviews, so checking the culture fit with the candidates, and make the better decisions whom to hire.
Good. How did you end up in this world?
How we are doing this?
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning. I'm originally from Ukraine, and the last 8 years I'm working in a tech hiring. So I started to build my career from the recruitment agency. Then after 3 years, I understood that we are growing, we are profitable, but what I'm doing, every day, I'm just giving the tasks to my recruiters to send messages as spamming, to many people without any understanding what these people is looking for. Which offer can impress them. So we decided to build our first product, which we started to do in Ukraine. Of course, generally, all first products, it's mostly some big fails. The same was with our team, but we never give up. We started our second product. It was very successful in Ukraine. We even was untraditionally profitable from the first months. Had exponential growth, but when the war started, that market started to be frozen. So the last year we pivoting from different countries to countries in trying to find the product market fit on a new market. And finally 5 months ago I moved to the US. Now I'm in Draper University, probably Team Draper, so it's acceleration program for the early stage startups. And I started from the just talking with potential customers to understand their expectations, how they want to recruit the people, and finally I understood that I shouldn't build one more place where you can hire, because it's like just vitamins. It's not something like a real solution. So we started to think how to really help companies not to use any else platforms, and just with the Skyworker help, outreach the people, search the people, vetting these people thanks to the using the newest technologies. Yeah.
All right, cool. Then, how long do you have your startup?
So this new pivot startup on the American market, it's just 2 months.
Cool. But it's another startup or just another product?
We're using the same name. But it's totally new market. It's a new business model. It's a new product.
And what about the previous one? Is it still working on? And you already
it's still working on, and now we're trying to figure out how to transfer it into the all clients which we have still who working with the previous product to work with the newest product, because it's much better, much innovative.
Cool. That's really nice. What about you? Tell me more about your story and how did you end up to resolve this problem?
Yeah, so maybe 1.5 years ago, I first randomly joined the conference that were hosted in the Metaverse. And that time it was still kind of like a lockdown mode, no conferences, offline. So I was super impressed by how you can host an online event but still connect with people and network with people. So I was like, wow, the idea is so good, but the realization, the platform that I was on the conference on, where the conference was hosted, the platform was so bad, it looked like cheap, and old and so on. So I decided that's an amazing idea. I understand the problem. I'm passionate about it, but I want to do it upscale. So any brand that values branding and has the name, and they host events, they can host it with art. So it's beautiful that you are not afraid to invite your guests that also value style and connection, but online. Yeah, and I met my co-founder that had very similar idea, and he is from event space. I'm from business, I'm an entrepreneur, and we joined the forces and started working on Zeeon. And now we're hosting events with cosmetic brands, with some private schools, with some conferences that are targeting middle up class, with tickets that are $1,500 per conference, and they want to host it not just on regular video conferences tool, but with some cool experience. Yeah, online.
All right, that sounds cool. Then now I would like to know what is the biggest challenge that you are facing now that doesn't allow you to sleep well.
Okay, I think that my biggest challenge now is relocating some of my business team members to the US. Tell the truth, I see that I'm growing very fast here by learning a lot about how to build this very scalable business with the recurring revenue. So that my being in the US now is all as MBA of growing as a founder, as a business person who understand how to find the product market fit, how to talk with the customers. And I believe that the core team member from the business team should live here. So I care now a lot about also having here my CMO, my co-founder, because we are working together 7 years. So we, like all the previously businesses, we started from the recruitment agency. We just pivoted into different, like more tech businesses, but we are all always together. So for me, it's like now the challenge number one, to have an ability to have them here, also to have the visas, like everything else. Because when your tech team working, for example, from Ukraine or Poland, in my case now they are like located in Ukraine and Poland, it's like easier for me to like it's even cool when we are sleeping here, they work in their I like wake up. But if it's business team, it's very important to hear how I'm communicating as a CEO with the investors, how I'm pitching the startup, because every day the idea upgrading. We spoken with the new customers. We now have a pilots with like 8 companies with a new product, like with totally new flow. And every day I'm learning a lot from my customers, and now I'm like naturally understand what they like, what they probably will not like, and it's very hard to like transfer all these insights to people like from other countries. So I even spoke here with many companies who work in remotely with other like, and they are employees like and their core team members in different countries. So they proved my idea that, for example, a couple of the months per year they should spend also with your customers to hear all these feedbacks, rejects, arguments. So this is very important for me. Why? Also, it's important to raise, to have an ability to have them here. But also, I'm caring, 50-50. I'm caring about the acquiring new customers, because in the recruitment field, it's very easy to make the revenue from the beginning. If company hiring, we have like probably 3 weeks, but till the first hire at Skyworker. So it's like easy to monetize. So I'm caring about the sale and also the fundraising, because it's always together,
Yeah. All right, cool. And what for you? What is the biggest challenge that you affront today that doesn't allow you to sleep well?
I think the biggest challenge for us right now is to understand who is our customer, because even though we do have clients, they are all from different niche and they all have different needs. They all use Zeeon to solve those needs, but needs are different, and that makes for us difficult to sell on scale, because you don't know from which pain point to sell. So that's what we're trying to figure out, how to read the data that we got from existing customers and understand what the main pain point we are solving. Yeah, so basically to find
Product market
fit, yes.
Yeah, it's the biggest challenge of every startup.
Yeah, and I believe once you find your product market fit, you're not a startup anymore. Once you know your product market fit, you're a business.
Yeah.
Your goal is to sell.
Yeah. Or you can become a scale-up, also some people call it, because there is another challenge, that the infrastructure that you need for how it's gonna handle the go-to-market and blah, blah, blah. Well, we will figure it out after we will get product market fit. Now, I would like to know I'm so impressed to see too many women as a CEO. I don't know how common it is in your country, but at least in Latin America, I travel this is my 5th country, and there is not too many CEOs women, which for me is really nice that I see that from Ukraine there is more people. It is just something that, is it something that you think why this is happening?
From my experience, we still have the problem, or maybe like this gap of men dominating the business industry, and like usually men are directors, CEO, and so on. But we do see a good trend of women becoming more they become not more ambitious, but they are not afraid to show their ambition.
Yeah.
And that's a good trend.
It's
But
like
still we see the
empowerment
gap. Yeah.
for women.
But because society does a lot to make it happen right now, we see all the women's club empowering women, all the articles,
Yeah.
all the media supporting women. So we see good traction, but we still so far for ideal situation.
Yeah.
Still see.
Have you ever felt discrimination for it? Just for being a woman?
For me, maybe I saw it, but I truly ignore it. I'm trying to not to be a victim here.
All right.
I just try to do what I can to treat everyone equally. And if you are not treating me equally or whatever, then I just don't invest my time with you.
All right. Cool. What about for you?
I want to tell about one thing which, the thought which impressed me. It was one famous Ukrainian. She is a journalist in Ukraine, and she mentioned that the Ukrainian women, they have a very big responsibility on their shoulders to recover the Ukraine after the war and do something exactly now, when a lot of our Ukrainian men, they are fighting now, that we should put attention and our forces on building something what will help Ukraine to recover. So for me, it's something it's very important, especially for the Ukrainian women, to be very ambitious now, to try to capture all the chances which are now on our way, to be successful, to bring some workplaces to Ukraine, to help the Ukrainians to find their new jobs. So I see my mission into this, and in Skyworker team, we have the 4 people who are the core members, and 3 of them it's the girls. So it's generally in Skyworker we have 50-50 the diversity, but in the management team it's historically happened that we started to work together in the agency, and after it we started to do our own product. So, but what is really unique, our CTO always telling that he loved to work with us, and he didn't feel anything uncomfortable that it's 3 girls and he will run in the startup. I believe in diversity, and I think it's great, and especially for Ukrainian women now, we should be very ambitious. Don't think that we can't do something because we are not for me it's hard. We are on a new market, on a new geography market, in the recession period, with a lot of changes, AI revolution, but at the same time I'm thinking that, I just should learn a lot, 5 times more than probably other people, because I'm do something not so fast as Americans, but I'm learning every day, I'm doing everything faster. So it's cool. Very inspirable.
All right. Then we are coming to the final part of the podcast. Thank you for being here with me. I want to know if you're happy. Are you happy?
I am. I definitely am.
What is happiness for you?
I think that's my inner state. If I am able to enjoy this moment and your company and my life, my everyday routine, if I able to enjoy it, I'm happy. If I feel like I am not able to enjoy it because something bothering me or for any reason, then I'm unhappy and I need to deal with it.
All right. What about you? Are you happy?
The question was, am I happy?
Are you happy?
Oh, how to answer you?
In this moment of your life?
No, I can't tell that I'm happy in the situation in which we are now, when such awful things every day going in my country. My family is still in Ukraine, and they want to stay in Ukraine. They love, every plant on their garden. I understand them. I really miss that place, and when my parents invested all their life to build that environment around them, they can't just leave it. So I'm not happy because I can't see them as often as I want. I can't easily bring my team to the US and also like visit my team. So yeah, I think that generally I'm feeling the adrenaline that I want to succeed and bring this like success also to my family and my team.
I can see that energy, and thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm from Ecuador, and Ecuador is also facing huge problems now, and it's just give me motivation, your words and your energy.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Well, we already talked a lot about what we're doing, and we are young, and we have a lot of pressure in us. Have you ever, and in this podcast we like to go deeper. We have a lot of pressure in our arms because we are young, and all the things that we are doing, talking with providers, clients, investors. And have you ever felt anxiety or mentality problems for this that we have, for all the pressure that we have?
Of course. I used to have those feelings. So regarding pressure, right now I know that the only pressure that I feel is the pressure that I put on myself, like only me.
I just realized that like the last week.
That's like not society. Society can do whatever they want to do, and they can tell you whatever they want to tell you, but only you can allow to feel the pressure yourself, right? So you can say, okay, you want to build a unicorn next year. That's your problem. I'm building a unicorn on my own path, and how I feel doing it, and how I enjoy doing it.
All right, cool. What about for you?
Guys, of course, I feel like pressure and.
Do you share with the team? Because for me, I just had a really awkward moment and awful, like some weeks ago when I was in my country, and I just started to cry, but I didn't want anyone from the team to look at me because I think I'm gonna look weak, and people are gonna say, hey, what's going on with the company, and blah blah blah.
I always share it with my team, my emotions, especially with the core team members. So probably, it's like I divide a little bit my emotions. If it's like generally the whole team, probably I will be more like I will limit a little bit my emotions. But if we're talking about the people with whom I'm like 7 years together and we're running business, back to business, of course we like more than just friends, colleagues, and we know everything about the life of each other, and I think that we are. It's a like good achievement that we all together can share easily such emotions and not to feel ashamed if I was like a little bit more emotional, a little bit more sad that I can be. I think it's very important. It's easier to work and cross through some challenges which we have in our life. Only like this. This is a good company culture. If you are not afraid to be yourself and to tell that, hey guys, I feel very bad now. And just explain a little bit why and feel this support. And it's very helpful when something like I had some case when I should invest more time into my family, and my team members just told that don't worry which calls you have during this week with the clients, we will cover, we will provide all the calls, just spend your time with your family because it's very necessary for you. Nobody judge me, nobody tell that, oh my god, why we should do it, because it's like very good company culture which we build it.
That's really good. Then thank you for being here. I'm really happy of this beautiful podcast. I hope everyone enjoy it, and please share it and take care of yourselves. See you.